You owe him $3,500 and does that include even the $34.99.95?
September as well. Yeah.
It's a lot of money. How much is the monthly rental rate on this property again?
1,100. So it's July, August, and
If you tell her to call in or log in, and if she tells me she's going to get a check to Mr. Trefibio today.
Welcome back to another intense day in court. Today, we're diving into a landlord-tenant showdown that perfectly captures the tension between compassion and cold, hard law. On one side, we have Philip Trefibio, the landlord, simply asking for possession of his property after months of unpaid rent. On the other side, a tenant struggling with delays in rental assistance, pleading for more time. She insists her caseworker is working on payments, but the judge has already granted multiple adjournments, and his patience is wearing thin. The stakes? Over $3,500 in unpaid rent, with that number climbing fast. Will the judge's sympathy outweigh the landlord's rights? Or will the law demand eviction? Stay tuned, because what unfolds in this courtroom is a raw reminder of how thin the line can be between keeping your home and losing everything.
I know.
2502959. I just saw Mr. Trefibio out there.
He's on Zoom, Your Honor.
Yeah, I don't see him right now.
Yep, he's there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez. And there's only 5 of them, not 19. Mr. Trefibio, your name?
Philip Trefibio.
Your name, ma'am?
Brian Stennis.
So I entered a judgment back on September the 2nd or thereabouts, and the writ date was September 12th. And it looks like on September 12th, you filed a motion. Do you have the money to pay this right now?
So my caseworker is working on getting my landlord registered as a vendor to accept the payments. It has to be made directly to him. And then going forward, I'm back full time at my job, so forward won't be an issue.
I just can't, ma'am, you're not entitled to any more adjournments here. Out of courtesy, I set this for hearing. This was brought to my attention on about Thursday, and I told them to set it for hearing.
Right.
On August the 4th, you came in, said you made an application for funding. I did what I was supposed to do when I adjourned it, and then it was adjourned again from August the 18th. And then on August the 25th, I adjourned it again for another week until September 2nd. You're just not entitled to any more adjournments unless Mr. Trefibio here wants to agree to something. I can't just make my own rules up here.
The reason why the payment hasn't come through with the state yet, I had 2 parts to my application. So all these were like in the same thing. My DTE and my rent, both I applied for. They did make the payment for DTE, but they can only process one payment at a time.
Who'd you apply with?
SCR.
Here's where the judge draws a hard line. Despite understanding the tenant's situation, he makes it clear that he cannot bend the law to accommodate repeated delays. This is important. Judges don't get to just make their own rules. They're bound by procedure and deadlines. The tenant claims DHS already covered her utility bills and is working on rent, but the landlord hasn't seen a single payment. That's the heart of the problem: promises versus proof. What would you do here? Should the judge keep extending compassion, or has this gone on long enough?
Who's what?
So you applied with the DHS?
Yes, directly through my DHS caseworker. And I have the proof of the DTE that was finally processed.
You want to go call your caseworker right now?
I was at my caseworker's last week, and she told me that the only thing that I can take is this, which is the approval, and then.
I can't, ma'am, I just can't do anything. Mr. Trefibio, what would you like to do here?
Your Honor, I'm asking for possession.
They gotta move these along quicker. I can't just extend it forever.
I understand, I truly do, and I'm just humbly asking.
I can't make my own rules. I mean, you owe him $3,500 and does that include even the $34.99.95?
September
It's a lot of money. How much is the monthly rental rate on this property again?
1,100. So it's July, August, and
If you get her on, if you tell her to call in or log in, and if she tells me she's gonna get a check, get a check to Mr. Trefibio today.
she can't, she has to get him registered. She sent correspondence to him directly to have him registered as a vendor.
Hang on, slow down. Did you receive that correspondence?
Your Honor, I have no idea what that was about. I have not received any correspondence from any government agencies whatsoever.
Right, I was just down there at the end of.
Well, she might have said that. If you want to have her log in right now, she can log in.
It takes hours. I wish I could.
You just can't, I
But
can't.
it takes hours for them to even answer the phone. That's why I went down there in person, and called off work to go down there.
Can you,
I know, I wish I could give you something more. I truly do.
I know you do, and I feel horrible about this. But the guy has $3,500 owed. He's about to get up to 4,600 on October 1.
This moment hits heavy. The judge openly admits he doesn't relish evicting people. It's not something any judge enjoys, but he has a duty to uphold the law. The tenant insists she's back to work and fully employed now, but the landlord is already owed thousands, and the paperwork delays keep piling up. This is where the emotional stakes collide with legal obligations. Compassion versus responsibility. And honestly, ask yourself, if you were the landlord waiting month after month with no rent, would you still be willing to wait? Or would you push for possession, just like Mr. Trefibio?
Well, that's not gonna happen, because I'm back at work, so I've been paid. I have 2 jobs. I work at Texas Roadhouse and Greenland Market. Like, I'm fully working again. My foot's fine. They had to process this payment first, which I have and the proof of. And now they need to register him to be able to process my rental payment.
We'll get her.
And that's the
They
correspondence
know,
they're sending.
they
to me
know,
directly.
they know how these things work.
They do, and I gave them the judgment date and everything,
So
when I
now,
went
since
back-
you applied for funding before, according to my notes, before August 4th.
I did.
So now you are up to what? 27, 49 days. And they still haven't come through with the money.
Right, for one part. One part's completed,
DTE is complete.
right,
That has nothing to do with Mr. Trefibio.
right.
Ma'am, I am not unsympathetic. I just cannot ignore laws like this. I'm not gonna do that. I cannot do that. If Mr. Trefibio wishes for me to do that, I will do that. I feel horrible about it. I can tell you're upset. I don't relish in having people leave their homes. That's not a fun thing as a judge. But I can't do it. I really am sorry. I mean, I just am sorry. He's telling me he didn't receive anything from them.
I know, they just did that. So the letter that I received from them, my caseworker, I'm just clarifying, like, the first payment that went out, I didn't even get this until 9/11.
That's the DTE.
Which is a day before my rental judgment was due, so I went down there immediately. It kind of freaked out, honestly, because it's taking so long and I'm gonna lose my house. And she said, well, this is the process we have to follow. Also, we know that your landlord's not registered as a vendor.
Well, why didn't they tell you that 8 weeks ago?
I had no idea. And she said, we obviously checked to see if he could receive payment. He's not registered.
If you think you can go and get somebody on the line right now,
I mean, I tried.
try and then come back in, Mr. Trefibio, I'm gonna ask you to stand by, but they gotta move over there. This isn't, nobody would like not receiving their paycheck. They gotta move. I mean,
And here it is, the breaking point. The judge officially denies the tenant's motion and orders the writ of eviction. This is the moment that decides it all. The law sides with the landlord, not because the judge doesn't care, but because the process has already stretched too far. It's a stark reminder that in housing court, timing is everything. Promises and intentions don't outweigh deadlines and legal obligations. The judge's words are almost apologetic, but in the end, the ruling is final. Eviction moves forward.
Okay, go make a call. Mr. Trefibio, just stand by for me, will you please? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I need you to call out Mariah Stennett needs to come back to the courtroom. I'm not gonna make, okay, thanks. I want to get him out of here. He's,
Earl said he called for her and nobody's in the hallway.
well, I mean, she was supposed to come in here today. I mean, how long you been waiting, Mr. Trefibio? An hour? You're unmuted. You're muted.
My apologies, Your Honor. I dialed in at 8 o'clock just to be sure I was better off early than late.
Tell him to call out in 10 more minutes. If she doesn't come back in 10 minutes, I never told her to leave the building. I said, go out and call the individuals there. I'm not going to keep you waiting much longer. Just bear with me if you would, please.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, guys. She can't just leave. Do we have a writ on this case yet, Lisa? Linda?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
I made it clear just to go out and call, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go have him go out and yell in the parking. Ask him to do that for me, will you please? Mr. Trefibio, are you going to be around your house?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do we have your phone number?
No, but I can provide it.
Lisa or Linda, I want you to write, give me it, Mr. Trefibio.
Area code 313-550-3041.
Where are you now?
I'm in Brownstown.
What picture is that behind you? I'm just curious. Is that a golf course?
That's the 16th hole at Oakland Hills.
Oh, okay. Nice picture. I mean, it's a little obscured by the light, but at any
Yeah,
rate,
well, it's
defendant's
signed by the
motion
artist.
defendant's motion is denied. Writ to issue. If she comes back, we will recall you, but I can't in good conscience let this go on anymore. So I'm going to deny her motion, writ to issue, and I will sign the writ today. Okay?
Your
Thank you
Honor,
very
do I need
much.
to come down? Do I need to come down to the courthouse and sign anything, or?
Did he already submitted the application for a writ, right?
Yes, I just have to scan it to you.
Yeah, so I'll get it sent over to me and I'll sign it. If you've already signed it, you're good. It sounds like you did. Okay?
Yes, sir.
If she comes back, we will call you.
Okie doke.
Thank you.
What a case. On one side, a tenant scrambling against bureaucracy, delays, and financial hardship. On the other, a landlord who's waited months, out thousands of dollars, simply exercising his legal rights. And caught in the middle, a judge forced to balance sympathy with the rule of law. This decision reinforces a tough truth. In housing disputes, paperwork delays and good intentions can't stop the legal clock from ticking. But what do you think? Was this ruling fair, or should the tenant have been given one last chance? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this breakdown eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom moments where justice and human drama collide.